div and placed, and then put the title and the discount percentage inside it, and then divide that div into two, so that one will be at the side, the other will be beside it, right? But then I'll say position absolute, and then let's see, I'll say let me give it a color of green, and then let's see, so let me stack it to the right of the container to be 10 px. Is that it? Yeah, 20 px. Because of the side, I think I can see these ones, right? Oh, okay. It's taking everything to the side, so I won't use that. So let's see. So let me do what I said I want to do. I'll put it in a container and then stack the container at the side. I think that would make it easy for us to be able to position that. So it means that the title and this particular element will have to be in one container. Okay, this title and then the discount percentage should be in one container. So let's just create one div, so we'll call it card title section. Okay, and then we'll give it document.create, and if you look at what we are doing, it's just one same thing, repeating one same thing over and over, right? There's nothing different here. We are just creating one same thing. And now, because I've created card title section, I can just come to this part anywhere, okay, and say card title section dot append, and then I can append the title itself, okay, and then I'll also append a discount percentage. So I'm putting them in this new div I've created. Then I will replace this part with a card title section, so it sits inside one container. These two things, this and that, sits inside one container. Then I slot that one container in here. It's as simple as that. Okay, then probably I may want to give it an attribute that I can target. So I'll say card title section dot set attributes, which should be a class, and the attribute I'm setting would be, let's say, card title section. Okay, that's all. So it gives me the ability to come here and then target that particular element. So this particular class, that's the one for the container, right? So I'll come to this place and say main bottom the content dot card. Then we have this, it's a class, so you have to bring your dots. Other than that, whatever you do will not apply. and then we'll display it, okay, to be grid, and then say grid templates columns. We'll do one fr, and then we'll also do just some 50 px at the side. That's all. So now let me take off this here, and let's see how it looks this time. So we can now, just that the green color is not showing well. So let me change this background itself. I keep thinking of, let's change the background. So color code, I'm going to do hex color code. So hex color code will give us an option to choose a color of our choice. I'm not very good with colors, so let me see. So if we check it's not good, we change. Hey, it looks like guys, is it good, or it looks like I'm struggling with getting a very good color? So all I have to do is to change that particular green color there. Other than that, I'll just be struggling with colors. So I'm going back, pick some nice, the first color I used for this would be for my test, that particular test. Discount percent. Oh, sorry. I think I still copied the. Okay. And then let me give it a background of white. So height will be, let's say, 20 px, and then let's give it a border radius of 5 px. So we're setting the background to white, a width of 40, a height of 20, a color of this, and then a border radius. So okay, it looks like we need to set more width for that. So okay, so let me do it 80 and go change this part to be that as well. Hey, look at the way I did card title section. Is it correct at the other end? If it's the same, it will work, but if it's not, okay, so I think I typed it wrongly here. So let me correct that. Copy the section, save that, and then go apply it here. I'm just correcting that word. Oh, okay, so look at that. I have this and it's wider, so that's why sometimes I just ignore this height and width, right, and rather set padding. And the padding, the top and bottom, let's say I give it 8 px, then left and right I may give it like 15 px. And then it looks like I also give this part card title section. I even gave it 50 px, so 50 px is just enough to do that, right? So I don't see why it's been squeezing itself. So let me do width here and say 50 px. I actually gave it 50 px, but it looks like 50 px is not enough for it. So let me do this place to be 70 and then change this to be 70. A height of 20 px, which is small, so let me do it 30 instead. Okay, as time goes on, we'll enhance it a little bit. Then the next thing, I hope we've all gotten, and look, I have this effect where I think from the first instance the card itself also animates, so I may later look at it. You see, I think the hover effect is also affecting the card. Okay, well, I set it on the card, but then for some reason, even though I'm telling it to animate the image, it's also animating the card, but at some point it doesn't affect it. It doesn't always do that. Okay, so now the next thing we want to look at is to add the icons we said we're going to add at the bottom. So let's look at this also.